story so far. With leads and funds drying up fast, the Shadowrunners Whisper, Burnout, Dave, and Shadowhawk agreed to run a job for an orc by the name of Code Goblin. Break into a bank, plant a rounding error siphon, and get out. With Dave's new position as a guard inside the bank, Code Goblin's assurance that at least one guard would be out sick, and Shadowhawk on camera duty, the Shadowrunners had actually managed to prepare, for once. With a minimum of near misses and some feigned bowel issues and cookie drama from the resident troll, Whisper managed to lead Code Goblin to the server, where he was able to plant the siphon before extricating themselves without issue. The mission successful, the Shadowrunners split the payment and turned their focus to the rogue AI at hand. Now, with the brain trust of Walter and Matthew working with the computer retrieved from Michael's ransacked base, could it hold the key they need to find Digital?
Alright, so that computer was the one with the video footage on it?
Yep. Yeah.
Right. So by now you've reconstructed footage of these goons showing up and wrecking Michael's hideout and murdering everybody. Michael was not there, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
This is security footage of the lab in the cave system?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They searched around for a bit, didn't find anything interesting, and left. Is what you've constructed.
Okay. What do these goons look like? Do they have any, like, distinguishing features?
These guys are bad at their jobs.
Yeah.
No, they don't wear any kind of patches or markings or anything. They look like bad guys wearing armor.
And we're assuming that these are
all the same armor.
Like, Aztec technology guys, right? It's kind of what we're assuming.
That would make sense to assume. Because if they're not, they're doing a really good job of pretending to be.
Even more interesting.
Was anyone else working on something in the meantime that I need to follow up on?
No, I already finished my project, the car.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't think I was working on anything.
So our broad goal is just to find the AI and stop it before it does too much damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's fair to say that the as technology people who kidnapped Matt and Walter have probably know more about that than we do. So we're still just trying to track them down.
That wouldn't be a terrible way to go, I suppose.
Yeah. How long are we saying it's been since the bank heist? Till now?
Since the when?
Now?
Since how long are we saying it's been since the bank heist?
Oh.
So far we haven't said
the next
anything.
day.
Yeah, so it's now Wednesday, I guess.
Okay.
Was there any way to, like, facial recognition any of the people that showed up? What?
They're all wearing helmets, so no.
Oh, okay. Has
with full visors and shit?
Yep.
Wow.
Can we use that old school method of like comparing the kind of ratio of like forearm length to like upper arm length, like height and? Well, it's still viable.
I love that you even brought that up.
Yes, if you would like.
Does
that is the
question?
thing I suppose you could do.
Does that even work with various racial,
like armored?
No. Like elf, orc. Like, You could like have a really giant elf or a really tiny orc. Like, how does that work with like 5 different subhuman types or metahuman types?
No, I like subhuman. That sounds right.
God damn it.
God, dude, what is it with you and it's orcs, right?
Yeah, orcs.
And seemingly trolls.
Fuck those guys.
And seemingly
No, just one troll in particular.
Just one troll.
Yeah.
Has the brain trust working out of my garage turned up any recent activity that could be attributed to Digitalt?
You want to go talk to him?
Yeah. I figured after pulling up the heist, I'd head back there, and it's more or less where I base myself on a daily basis. So I'd like to check in on them anyway.
Hey, Burnout, what's up?
Job success. We can continue to pay for what we need in the hunt for the AI. Don't suppose you guys have found anything that it's been up to? Anything that could be its fault?
Maybe.
Maybe. That's the most promising thing we've got. I'll take a maybe.
We have encountered some suspicious network traffic that might indicate where an AI might be living, maybe. It's not like people do this a lot, so we don't have a lot of precedent to go off of.
Yeah. No, it's worth following up on. We'll definitely look into that. Let's see what you got. So.
Well, the downside
Yes, by all means. Bad news first.
is that we don't know where it is physically.
Okay. Well, I can probably solve that. Let's see. I figure at this point it's probably immediately after the heist, maybe like the next day, morning or something.
Yeah. Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. All right, cool. So I can give Shadowhawk?
Yes.
Yay! I can give you a call and have you come down and see if you can just run a network trace. We're trying to find a physical location of some sort of suspicious activity that might maybe lead us
Allegedly.
to our to another lead towards Digitalt.
That sounds pretty solid.
Oh yeah, solid like pudding. Actually, I've got pudding in the fridge. Anyway,
More pudding.
uh,
All right, burnout is ADD. I get it.
Only when it comes to pudding. You look in his fridge and it's just like
Not only.
bowls on bowls of different types of pudding. He just like collects them.
Oh, he's that character. Okay.
Walter's like, if we put some like traces in various network hubs, we might have a better idea of where he would be.
whatever you network people have to do to make it happen is over my head, but I encourage you to do so.
All right.
So yeah, I had called Shadowhawk so we can come over and work with them, coordinate, and give us the best possible chance of getting anything done.
What was the good news?
The maybe,
good
maybe, might
news-
maybe.
Yeah,
Oh.
that bit.
Okay.
Yeah, the good news was we might have a lead. The bad news is who the fuck knows where it is physically.
But guys, really, the best
Yeah.
news is there's pudding. Come on.
Good.
Maybe.
Maybe, possibly, sort
Maybe,
of pudding.
possibly, might, maybe.
Maybe
pudding.
pudding.
Be right back.
Oh my god. We need to clarify on maybe pudding.
So are our only 2 clues guys in helmets and visors who we probably can't identify, and this maybe lead?
Plus long white-haired, gold-eyed
I need
guy.
to keep better track of this.
Which, by the way, I'm
Yeah.
going to... Because we established that I had snapped a photo of him with my eye cameras whenever we originally had the meeting, randomly on the street. Because, hey, apparently that's a thing Whisper does. So I'm going to start circulating
Creepy.
that amongst sort of my information networks and see if anything turns up.
Banana cream.
All right, so you all talking to people about guy with weird green, golden eyes and long white hair?
Yeah, just seeing if anyone knows him or, has had any
Anyone
dealings.
in specific you want to talk to
Not really. I mean, just like I'm assuming
I
I
want to
have.
go around to all the hobos in town with a picture. Have you seen this man?
Not quite.
Good news, pudding.
I mean, like I kind of
Yes.
I had a
assume I
player
have.
once try to search all of England for a guy with a very common name by doing that. It didn't go well. We still make fun of him for it.
I imagine it wouldn't. No, I'm mostly going to be focusing on like the not fixers, but like people who sit in. What are they called? The frickin'. Are they the fixers? No.
You'll have to complete a sentence
The
before we
people.
can help you.
I'm working on it. It's so many new. It's a Shadowrun mythology. The people who sit in the middle and like coordinate hooking up people who need jobs done with people who do jobs, like those kind of guys that I know, and seeing
Well,
like
those would be
The Mr. Smiths
Fixers.
or whatever.
or Mr. Johnson.
That's it. Yeah, Johnson.
I guess because I'm assuming I probably am aware and know a couple of them through my various dealings with like the work I've done for Kath and just my own work.
So just so I'm on the same page, this silver-haired, gold-eyed, whatever, is the person that had hired you to kill Michael in the first place?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that I knew what lead we were looking at.
Yeah, this is the dude that like randomly approached me in the middle of the street and was like, "Hey, you want to go kill a guy?"
And you were like, sure.
It's like, sure, okay.
Okay, so he's gonna.
Totally.
Are you just gonna walk up and be like, "Hey, you know who this guy is," or do you got a more in-depth plan than that?
Not really. I mean, I'm just sort of generally circulating the photo, just kind of seeing if anyone recognizes it. I don't even know if I have to do it in person. Like, aren't
I
there...
imagine you've worked with a few people before that it's not just going up to a random person, but like
Yeah.
someone else who might have given you different jobs, and it's like, does this guy strike a chord?
Yeah, something like that.
Just like, are you establishing this as a freebie first, like, or are you gonna start paying for this if you want,
I can pay for it.
or you can hope they give you something for free, and if they ask you for money, then you'll give them money.
I'll say, like, if you have any information that turns out to be good, I can pay for it. I don't know. Is that the best way to do that, or would it be better to do...
That would make sense. Like, if you know stuff about this guy, I'll pay for that.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go with that.
Yeah. So,
All right, so
but
you're
we-
just gonna go through.
But definitely
But if-
go
but
with,
if after
they're
I
gonna
pay
give
you,
it to you
you're-
for free before it even comes up, just take it for free.
But if before I pay you, you say, well, I can't tell you much, but I get to punch you in the face. Like every video game, you finally like pay someone to get some information. It's like, well, I can really help you, but
So the first few people you go to, they got nothing. They're like, it's a weird looking dude. Those are a dime a dozen around here. I mean, I could put some feelers out, but
What's that going to cost me?
well, it costs you when they find something, probably. But unless you want to pay up front, then they'll try harder. But they're not promising anything.
It's not that big of a deal right now.
And then let's see. Like you go through a few people, then like I guess the fourth person you ask, we'll go with that. They're like, what? Who? What? Say it again.
I didn't say anything. What?
Yeah. Like who? What? Who are we talking about? They're asking you to re-describe this guy.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I must have lost a word or something in there. He's, I don't know, he's a random dude. Long white hair, golden eyes. That's about all I can remember. Probably, what do we call them in here?
tallish, shortish kind of fellow.
Tallish, shortish, average
A
build,
skinny,
average
heavyset
height.
dude.
Skinny, heavyset, yeah. Shit, they're not augments in this. What are they called?
Lightish dark complexion.
Lightish
Oh, yeah,
dark,
they're
kind of a
not
greenish
augments.
blue hue to the skin,
fluid gender identity.
Identifies as a tractor.
So after you describe him like in more detail, he's like,
I tell him everything I know because I'm blanking right now. There it is.
Well, you've got a picture of this guy, don't you?
Yeah, so I have shown him the picture, and it's like, well, you know,
Yeah.
that's about
He's
all
like,
I know.
nope, 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 nope. He like hands it back to you. Nope, nope, no. Bye.
Octopus
Just
skip. Nope, 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 nope.
He like gets up and just walks away from you.
Okay, who is this? Who am I talking to right now?
Some fixer you knew.
All right. And is he just like gone, or can I like?
Yeah, he's walking away from you.
He will be
he's
gone.
walking away from you right now.
All right, I'm gonna get up and
Chase
follow
him
him.
down.
I'm gonna get up and follow him. I like grab him by the shoulder and he's like, "Hey, not so
Nope,
fast.
nope. Stay away from me. Nope.
Come on, give me something. I gotta have something to
No.
go on here."
I ain't getting involved in this shit. And you shouldn't get involved in this shit either.
Yeah, it's a little freaking late for that. Yeah, it's a little fucking late for that.
I'm in that shit. Help me get out.
I'm in that shit. I need to get out right now. This dude came up to me in random in the middle. This dude came up to me in the middle of the street. I need to know something. You seem to know a whole lot.
Nope, I don't know nothing. Don't know nothing. Leave me alone. Bye.
Where are we right now?
Walks a little faster.
Where are we right now?
You probably now on the street outside of whatever hole in the wall you met him.
Okay. I don't want to
Drag him
start
into the
threatening.
alley. Kick his ass.
Yeah, I don't want to have to pull a gun on this guy. But I guess I will. Yeah, can I... Yeah, where is going to be the near... Like, is there an alley that kind of splits off in the direction we're walking?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm going to push him in there and pull out, you know, my little daily pistol that's strapped to my thigh or whatever, and my round town pistol, you know. And it's my walking around pistol. And, you know, like basically push him against the wall, put the gun, you know, into his side and say, you know, all right, I have a really bad fucking couple of days, so you're going to tell me everything you know, and I'm not going to put one of these into your side.
Son, you ain't nearly as fucking scary as a dragon, so leave me the fuck alone.
Dragon?
He, like,
Now
tries to
that's
push you off of him.
interesting.
And like he's like trying to push you off him and walk away.
I'm going to just, you know, give him another one of these and throw him against the wall again.
We can't see
let's-
your webcam.
Really, another one of
Oh,
those.
Is it gone?
It's frozen.
No, it's just sort of stuck there.
Hello?
I can't see anyone's either.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Is my
You
webcam
said
back?
something?
Yes, it is.
You're back now.
Webcam is back.
Okay. Anyways, you said something about a test for me.
Yeah, opposed strength. You're trying to hold this guy down. He's trying to get up.
Okay. Is that just
should
rolling
be
my
fine.
strength? Like my strength attribute?
Yeah, we'll roll a strength check, and he's going to roll a strength check, and we'll see who does better.
Okay, and that's just straight strength?
Yes.
Okay, I don't think I have any modifiers for my strength. I've never had to do one of these before. Yeah.
I
Okay.
was just thinking how this probably would have been better if you'd brought a troll with you, but
This is my thing. Oh, good first roll. That's 2 out of 3. I'm not a very strong fellow.
He doesn't completely break free of you, but you don't push him back against the wall either.
Okay.
shoot him in the foot.
I'm not going to start shooting people in the middle of an alley
Well, then why did you
Yet.
pull your gun?
Shoot him in the head! Shoot him in the head!
because I want to seem
Don't
scary.
shoot him in the head. That would not be effective.
Just like the ear or something.
It's a very simple concept. If he thinks he's almost certainly going to die if he tells you about this dude, then you need to make him think that he's almost certainly going to die, or that he is certainly going to die if he doesn't.
Okay, I have a plan. So I'm going to. So I don't quite have. Okay. So can I like pull him closer to me? Like if not against the wall, like kind of like a "you talk to me now" sort of thing.
You gonna bite off his ear?
No.
It'll be opposed strength again.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I'm
Unless
going
you want to
to.
go closer to him, in which case, sure.
I'm just gonna let
Thinking
him.
outside the box.
I'm gonna let him run away. But also because we're not really doing anything right now, I'm going to follow him and see where he goes.
He goes and gets on the bus.
Okay, I'm going because I'm Mr. Sneaky followy guy. I'm going to try to like tail him as far as I can. Whatever you need me to roll for that.
Are you going to try to sneak onto the bus, or are you going to try to follow the bus?
I'll try following the bus like on the rooftops and stuff because hey, that's what I do. So I like go up.
Do you have your motorcycle nearby to jump on that?
It depends. It's gonna be back in my Heidi garage, so
Okay.
probably not.
So you took like public transit to get out here to talk to people?
That's what I do.
So you're gonna-
my bike. Okay,
Everyone.
character
okay, so you're gonna have to
backstory
run,
wise,
like,
my
running.
bike is like last ditch. If I need to get the
Okay.
GTFO out of town, I generally run everywhere. Like that's kind of my character.
Okay.
Just for the audience and for you guys.
So I need like a running test, Eddie, to see if we can keep up with the bus.
Okay. That is going to be 6 dice plus 2. And then that'll be. Is that agility or strength? Where is it? Running strength.
We'll go agility since we're running across rooftops.
You want agility, not strength?
Yeah, we can let you do agility here.
Okay.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, we're looking at. Ugh. Not good. That's 2. 2 hits.
2. It is outpacing you
Crap.
pretty steadily.
I'm gonna use my city layout and see if I know where this bus is going. What the frick?
Okay.
Plus intuition, which is that. 2 hits, but is it half or more than half to glitch? I think it's more than half, right?
More than half.
More than half.
Okay, yeah, so 2 hits.
Right. You know where this bus. You know where the next bus stop is.
Okay, I'm going to shortcut my way over to there as rapidly as I
Okay.
can.
Roll running again.
Okay. Five, which is my physical limit.
You get there with time to spare.
Awesome. I'm just going to track the bus as it comes up to that stop and just make sure he's not getting off early.
Roll perception.
Perception.
You should just casually stroll onto the bus like 3 stops down and be like, so.
It's not a bad idea, actually. Oh yeah, that's 4, 6.
He's still on the bus.
Cool. How far away is the bus right now?
About half block.
Is there a quick way for me to get down to the bus stop?
You could jump off the roof. You only like
said,
2
plenty
stories
quick.
up.
Could do that. Rule check. I have light body as one of my adept powers, and it says plus 6 dice to gymnastics test when making the jump. But it says if fall, reduce effective distance of the fall by the level in meters when calculating fall damage. So, can I roll a light body test to reduce fall landing damage, or is that only if I'm attempting to make a jump?
It sounds like you can use it to bruise landing damage.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm not sure about. Because if so, that's like...
What page is this on? Do you know?
The adept powers are on 308, and it's called Light Body.
So I think like if it's
Yeah.
yeah, so both for jumps and for reducing falling damage.
It would be silly. Okay, so what you would do is you're basically just jumping to the ground.
Right.
And then...
So you would use that to add to whatever jump, and then if you end up taking damage because of a low roll, then you'd still get the chance to reduce the damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I'm just going to try that, because I'm really curious if it's how it's going to go. And since we're not in combat right now, it's not, you know... Okay, let's see if I can figure out how this works. Okay, so...
So what power level do you have it at?
I have it at power level 6.
So you reduce fall distance by 6 meters? I believe that's how that works. Reduce the fall by the level in meters when calculating the falling damage.
So I can just fall 6 meters and I'm fine?
Yeah, I guess so.
Holy shit!
As long as you've got this power active.
Yeah, but it's... Like, there's no activation on it. It's... Because it says, like, activation free action if it's, like, if you have to activate it. This is just, like, it's a thing that is inherent to me,
Yeah, so
I think.
as long as you have a free action before you hit the ground, you could just fall 6 meters and be like, I'm cool.
No, he's saying if you look at missile parry, activation is interrupt action. If you look at killing hands, activation is free action. Light body has no activation.
Yeah. Like, it's
It's
just...
just always
on.
Like, if I'm reading
I
that
guess
right...
it's
just a
on.
passive
Yeah, sure,
power.
you can fall 6 meters and be cool.
Dude, I am
pretty
I
handy.
mean, it stands to
badass.
reason. That's something that you should just... If you know how to do that, you should just do that.
So you could just hop off this roof, land like a boss, and be like, sup? I basically just took a step off a stair.
Hell yeah, I'm doing that. Are you kidding? Of course I'm doing that.
I mean, like,
So
technically it
that's
would probably
the thing
be like
that's
one of
coming
those
up from
combat
now
roll
on.
things. Either that or you can do like the anime, like, 3-point landing with like the one arm forward, the legs out to the side, and then you just like...
One time in combat, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to have, like, a pistol in one hand and a blade in the other, and the blade's going to be, like, in the Superman... Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, like the Adam Jensen, animation after using the back exploding thing, which I've forgotten the name
Right. Yeah, the, Icarus... No, not... That's the landing system. The,
Because I was looking for slipper boots, so it's showing me boots.
So you know what you need to do is just sometimes just tackle a guy off a building, and then you land just fine, and he gets wrecked by the fall.
No. This is... I tackle a guy off a building. I land just fine. He's, 6 inches into the pavement.
On his ass.
On his ass. There we go.
Just like, there you go. Yeah, so you can just hop off. No
Cool.
problem.
I hop off the building.
Sweet. You're on the ground now.
And stroll over to the bus stop. Oh, question. World question. Do you have to have, like... Are you using your SIN card to pay for stuff, or can you just use cash for the transit system?
You can use cash
Okay,
on
I'm
this
gonna do
bus.
that. Because I'm assuming, like, SIN card is more like if you're doing more official payments.
I mean, I'm sure you could use your SIM card too, but like they'll take cash. They don't
Okay.
care.
It's like using a credit card to pay for a bus.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so the bus rolls up, stops, opens the door.
And how full does the bus look from outside?
About 4/5.
Okay,
Cool.
so there's still, like, seats available. Okay. It's not like,
Yeah.
standing room only. Cool. I'm going to get onto the bus and perception for my
Finding a seat.
my friend. No, I'm looking for my friend, actually.
Oh.
The one that I...
He's sitting near the back of the bus, next to a window.
Cool.
There's an empty seat next to him.
I'm going to stroll up and sit beside him. Can I, while I'm doing that, I'm going to actually perception check just to make sure the guy isn't like carrying a weapon that he's going to shoot me with when I sit down.
Okay, go ahead and
Is that
roll
just
that
perception?
check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because, I'd rather not get stabbed today. 1, 2, 3, 4,
And there is a precedent for terrible things happening to Canadians on buses.
Wow. Is that a reference to the Greyhound thing that happened a couple years ago?
The decapitation, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just checking. It was 5, but my mental limit's 4, so 4.
Alright, so you don't see any obvious weapons, so you're pretty sure he's not packing any serious heat, but he could easily have some kind of knife or something.
Right.
You can't tell.
Okay, I'm going to, casually stroll up, sit down, and just, lean over and it's like, look, I really don't want to do this, but I do need to know who the fuck this guy is.
You just cut out. You still there?
Oh, sorry.
Hello?
Stupid internet connection.
I know, right? It's awful.
It's
I really think it's Canada's fault.
It's
Probably.
Anyway, I'm just going to stroll up, sit down,
Sounds about right.
and just be like, look, I really don't want to have to do this, but I really need to know who the fuck this guy is.
You're a persistent motherfucker.
Like I said, I have had a bad couple days, and I really need to know who this fucker is.
Look, fuck, Jesus, it's Lawfweir, okay? It's Lawfweir. Leave me the fuck alone.
Lofrium?
Lawfweir.
Lothweir. Oh, that dragon. Okay. Okay. Loftweir is the one in charge of As Technology?
No, in charge of
No, the other
Seder
one.
Krupp.
Right.
In charge of what?
Seder Krupp.
Seder Krupp.
Okay.
Right.
There's a handy dandy picture, by the way, of what he looks like when you met him.
What Loftweir looks like?
Software.
Here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Well, that guy's creepy.
And he talked to you individually.
okay.
You should feel honored.
I didn't
also
know
very
dragons could
scary.
turn into humans.
And also
or
very scary.
meta-humans. So that's a little creepy. So good to know.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The dude I talked to is literally the dragon. Just
Yeah, I got that.
yeah. I didn't-
Polymorph, man. It's a dragon thing.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Okay.
I really had a feeling that all of this dragon talk is like, they're not talking about like a gang or
No.
or
I thought,
a
like-
position. They're talking about an actual goddamn dragon.
Yeah, no, but I thought
Yeah.
the dude that I talked to would be like a grunt for the dragon, not the fucking dragon.
That's often what he pretends to be.
Okay.
Dragons are weird.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
thought you were talking to Fredo, but you got Don Corleone instead.
Okay. I'm going to turn to my friend and say, really? What the fuck does a dragon want with me?
I don't fucking know. It's a fucking dragon.
That is a reasonable answer.
Yeah, that sounds legit.
Dude, all I know is that you're tasting good with ketchup. Don't meddle in the affairs.
Now, can you
Alright.
go away before the dragon starts paying attention to me? Because that
Alright.
would suck.
I'm just going to turn to him. It's like, thanks, buddy. You've been a lot of help. And then just jump up and run off the bus.
Bye.
Is
Don't
the
come
bus
back.
question? Is the bus in motion?
No, totally.
Buses don't
Combat
move
roll
very
out
fast.
the emergency exit.
You know, there's like a $200, a 200 New Yen fine for doing that. You know, you might want to wait for the next stop and just sit awkwardly next
Well,
to
at
it for
least
the next
Just
pull
say,
it off,
thank you,
then
you've been
stop.
very helpful. You reach over and pull the little ding and calmly walk off the bus.
Sure, we'll go with that. Okay, so I'm off the bus now. And apparently there's a dragon interested in me.
No, interested in Michael, and you just look like a poor sod who would do it. of course, now that you
Fair
didn't
enough.
kill Michael, maybe now he's interested in you.
Okay, let me rephrase that. There's a
Well,
dragon
as far
interested
as we know,
in our
Michael's
AI
dead,
friend.
right?
Yes. Actually, the dragon's interested in the AI. Michael got in the way, and you were a means to an end.
Yeah.
Though he did meet you personally, which implies some degree of interest. So,
This is true.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. Well, you're welcome to pop back into Burnout's garage and bang heads together with the Brain Trust. See if we can figure out our next one.
That's going to be my first stop, because now that we've got another Megacorp in the mix with Seder Krupp, that might be useful for them.
if you don't recall, Seder Krupp was the corp originally developing the AI in the first place.
Yes, that is
Oh.
correct. They were the ones behind that research in the first place.
Okay.
So now it's like, okay, why did As Technology get involved? That is
Definitely.
not
Okay.
the right scratch sheet
So that-
of paper. What's this?
So the two guys, they would have
Yes.
originally been working for Seder Krupp then, right?
Yes.
Then they're definitely going to want to know that.
Oh, and I want to call your attention to the last sentence in the first paragraph in this wiki entry.
Never deal with a dragon.
Just because, yeah, never deal with the dragon.
It's a little
because of
fucking late for that
Lawfare
now,
and
isn't it?
Specifically because of Lawfare and his plots. Don't deal with dragons.
So I'm heading back to the Brain Trust and Burnout's place.
Yay.
You like slam open the door, stomp in, slam the door behind you, like cursing the whole time.
Do I?
Do you?
No, I'm a little more stunned. I'm just kind of like, well, things got a lot more complicated. This sucks.
You okay, Whisper? You look like you've seen a dragon.
Well, funny you should mention. I'm gonna sit down. And I like collapse on the nearest like couch or whatever he has in his like living room area.
As long as you don't do so head first, I let you do. I pay you no mind until you're ready to gather your wits about you and.
Yeah,
spill
so I
beans.
like sit down. I'm like, fucking dragon.
Dragon hired you to kill Michael?
Bring him some pudding. That might calm him down.
Oh, yes.
Pudding?
Here. Hope banana cream's okay.
Okay, so the dude, the long white haired gold eyed dude, you remember him?
Yep.
Fucking dragon. That's all I say.
Okay. Okay. That sounds like bad news.
Where's the brain trust?
I imagine. I mean, like my workshop area is, one just huge kind of, cars in there, and there's like hardware for that, and then there's, I guess, we're getting some computer hardware in the back,
Okay,
so it's
they're
all
just
just
like
kind of
over
together.
in the corner.
Yeah, like I'm in there. There's living area like a kitchenette and whatever attached to the side, but most of us are in the garage.
Okay. So I like.
So there's a workbench that you're on now.
Right. Okay, so I'm like, I wander over to the brain trust, like still eating the pudding, and like explain what's going on in terms of dragon, Seder Krupp. Probably want to look into this.
Nice. So if anyone reacts, I would expect it to be Matt.
He totally reacts. He's like, what the fuck? He cares now?
Fucking dragons, right?
That motherfucker.
Wait, so did he not care too much about the project when you guys were on it originally?
He shut the project down once the crash happened to avoid PR backlash.
And now he wants to start it back up
Tied the whole
again.
thing up in red tape and pretended it never happened.
And now he wants to start it back up again in less official
And
channels.
now he cares. Suddenly it was successful and didn't know it, and now he cares. That motherfucker.
Wants the result, but not spending the public R&D.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Great. I've never dealt with dragons. I get the feeling
you're
I'm
not
not going to like it
supposed to.
very much.
Don't fucking stop.
Where is Dave in all this? Is he here or is he at work?
He's on a date somewhere.
You're welcome to stop. Like once Whisper stopped by, I just pinged you and was like, "Hey, the gang's over
I tell you
here.
what, though,
Stop
if
by."
Dave's on a date, I'm really glad he got that extra charisma point.
Now she politely says, "Don't call me," instead of storming out on you.
That's an improvement.
She didn't throw the drink
Even
in your
rolls
face.
you're on a date. Odd rolls you're at work. You're on a date and it's going well.
Let the sitcom shenanigans ensue.
Dave has less and less time for the Shadowrun bullshit as he gets a relationship and a steady job.
It's a metaphor for like, dude, is Dave playing tonight? No, dude, that's a date. What? Dude, he was at his job last session. What the hell, dude? Never has time for his friends anymore.
Okay, so Dave's not coming. Or, well, maybe he
Well,
is
not
later.
to your apartment.
What?
I kind of hate myself for that one, but...
You walked right into it. Alright.
Okay, then.
So, Matt's pissed.
Yeah.
Walter's pissed because Matt's pissed but doesn't really know what else to do.
Yeah.
Oh, Walter.
Then I guess when we get over that, I guess they can give BDA the good news that they kind of maybe possibly might know where AI is, sort of.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sounds
so double down. Let's see if
good.
we can work on some leads.
well,
Basically, what we want to do now is get rid of this AI because it means now that Loftweir won't get what he wants. High fives?
Yay!
High fives.
pissing off a dragon. No high
can't
five for
wait.
that. No high five for that.
I should remind you that you have previously set up some physical relays to try to detect AI movements before. That you haven't actually told Matt about ever.
We did when?
We did what?
Way at the beginning is what you broke into that one data center for.
Oh.
What?
Did you blow up that data center?
No.
Only a
No,
little
we
bit.
left it
All right,
at that.
that's
I don't actually know which one this is. I'm just assuming. But
No, I remember doing that. That was when
Yeah.
EA wasn't here, and Herc got the ID card from the person running the data center by smashing a taco into his shirt. Whoops, sorry, didn't mean to do it. Lift.
no.
Yeah.
That I was there.
Oh yeah, BDA was here for that.
Yeah, I was there
Okay.
for that. Wait,
Yep.
that's
Yeah,
that was that.
the taco thing was a team effort.
Yep.
yeah. Wait, what did forget? What did we plant in there? I thought we were stealing something from that.
No, it was definitely planting some hardware in there. I forget.
Oh right, because
Why?
we hired the one other hacker dude.
The broody elf.
Yeah. The emo dude, emo elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Synapse was like, hey, if we plant some of these things, maybe we can use them to try to detect where the AI is living.
Oh yeah, that would have. So
And
I
can
would
use
think
help
that's
with
something
some
that I
of
would have been like, oh hey, these are resources we have at our disposal.
You've
but if
just
I-
remembered now.
Yeah. So it's like, oh hey guys, remember when we did the thing with the broody elf? And then there was no, not you. And
Oh yeah.
and the
Kinda
taco.
Didn't like that guy.
Yeah, but then Dave was a hero and smashed a taco all over the guy's shirt.
Right.
Yeah, so turns out we do have a couple of physical relays planted that might be able to help us with, I don't know, fucking words, signal, whatever's.
Just tracking.
I don't know how to use them, but I know how to access them, and I dig through papers and notes and
You pull out the
whatever.
little post-it note that the elf dude
yeah,
wrote
with
down
the
that access
Wi-Fi
code
password on it. I'm like, Here, this has stuff that should be helpful.
All right, let me
Why,
just
thank you.
start correlating some data here.
So did we only
I'll
plant
get
one
back
of
to
those
ya.
things, or did we do more?
It's just the one.
Theoretically, you planted like more than that, but that was the only one that was difficult.
Cool.
Right. Okay. I'll take it.
Say like 3 or 4 went up, and that was the only one that was like, well, we need to plant this inside the building.
Yeah,
during
Synapse
business
planted a
hours.
bunch, and he was like, "Here's a couple I need help with," and I think you guys basically put the one in, and then I like hand waved the other ones.
Yeah. You guys did such a bang-up job with that one.
Yep,
Ruined a perfectly good taco.
and a perfectly good shirt.
And a
Hot
perfect
sauce
smile.
stains don't come out, man.
No, they don't.
Dave speaks from experience, man.
So does Herc.
All right, so that's 2 of your leads followed up on. What was?
The computer kind of netted a dead end as far as Michael was not at the site, and we can't get any
Yeah,
bases.
well, because I mean, we've only had time to pull off the one piece of footage, right? Is that kind of what you said? Like he's still working on the rest of it.
He's pulled off most of it, and you know, at this
Oh,
point,
okay.
it's mostly redundant footage.
All right.
I mean, we could always go back with a troll and carry off the bigger, better server.
You could.
What,
could do that.
What did we assume was on the bigger, better server?
Everything.
Everything.
It was just
Like the one that we pulled, that was
huge.
just the video files, right? Like
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah.
video. Right. Okay.
That shit was encrypted to fucking back, so on the bigger, better server.
Okay.
that one. I'd probably have to take to my good computer.
Yeah.
Well, unless we do the whole social engineering thing and get the actual passwords and access from people there using, you know, subterfuge and hijinks.
Huge.
The people at where?
What? Why are you shaking your head like that? Is no one down for subterfuge and hijinks?
There was a subterfuge reference in the last game I played with Spiro. I mispronounced it, and everyone gave me a hard time.
Oh. Well, that's mean.
Duh. That's what you do. Okay, so we can follow up on this lead that might maybe sort of kind of get us a physical address. Or we can say, okay, that might take some time to get that. Let's use our time wisely and go get the bigger, better server.
If we're gonna go get the bigger, better server,
Once
I'm
Dave
going.
is back from his date.
I'm gonna spend. Okay, yeah. Once Dave gets. Let's just not think about that, shall we? I'm gonna spend a couple hours and like go to some of the more like obscure supply shops that I know and see if any of them have any sort of aquatic drone.
Oh, because you want to...
I really want to know what's freaking back there, man.
I mean, if we're going back there anyways,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. It's like I'm gonna spend a little bit of time actually looking for a drone if we're gonna go back there.
Question when we were there, did we get a feel for how deep the water is in the underground stream?
It's like 15 feet or something, isn't it?
Oh, wow, okay. So not like troll wading depth.
yeah, no, there was nobody who was ever wading through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and like I do have a 1 in swimming now, but I'm not exactly gonna trust that to go an indeterminate amount of distance back. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
we'll
go.
probably
I'm gonna
have
go
to...
thrift store hunting for a drone.
Okay.
You find like a child's play toy drone.
Okay, does it have a camera on it?
It,
Does it have
Yeah,
video, and how far can it transmit said
Yeah.
video?
Well, I'm not so worried about that because we can
so
use
it's
like
it's a little submarine. It's pink.
Best. I love this.
It's got a really shitty fisheye lens in the periscope, like you can look around with.
It's just like a Hello Kitty submarine.
Basically.
I
It's got
really wanted
sharks
to
peeing
have
on
like
the
a little
side.
picture of like a cartoon cat on the side of it now.
No, it's got like cartoon sharks on the side.
Okay, that's fair enough. Is it like remote controlled, or do you have to actually like jack, or is the remote control lost?
The remote control's lost, but you figure you can probably rig it up to some kind of rigger interface
Okay.
with some help from a decent.
Because I figured
coder.
like we can boost the range on this thing easy enough with like between all of our tinkering skills.
Yeah.
Like we can,
I'm probably a decent coder.
yeah, like
Yeah. Bring it back here. We'll make that thing sing.
Okay, this is the plan. I like I walk up to the dude. It's like how much for the?
Oh my god.
Oh, is there a picture? Yes,
That's not a shark.
that's our drone right there. Okay,
It's got sharks kind of like these ones.
Oh my god. What is?
Definitely the second one in there.
yeah,
Oh,
that is magnificent.
Meanwhile, just Google image search pink submarine.
Is this something that's going to be safe for YouTube?
I don't have safe search on, and I don't see anything on the first screen
Okay,
or second
Oh, Pink
screen.
Submarine, yep.
just because
Pink Submarine
pink
Club.
submarine can be a euphemism for a lot of things.
Right.
Anyways.
But something vaguely euphemistic like that, safe search, even with it off, it'll still filter out.
Yeah. I'm really liking the Barbie one
It's
actually.
kind of fantastic.
Anyways, okay, so I go up to the shopkeeper, whoever's in charge of this place, and like, how much for the pink toy?
They get 10 million.
I like look it over. It doesn't even have a remote control, mate.
Yeah, if it had a remote control, it'd be 50 million.
Fine.
If you're considering it adequate for the job, it's probably decently robust. We'll just take it.
I like look it over. Just like there's no like cracks or anything on it. Like really, just it looks.
It's in pretty good condition. It looks like it got used like twice, and then they lost the remote.
Okay, fine. 10 million. Now like hand it over and gives me like a little shopping bag or something. I like to think this is legitimately like a corner store, thrift store or something. Like
Yeah.
I
I head back to the workshop and show the
There you go,
guys
boys.
my purchase. And as I add to my inventory sheet, 1 pink submarine.
Here's your submarine.
That's nice.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Okay then. Okay. Back on target.
So BDA just bought a children's toy.
I bought a fancy ass pink submarine is what I bought. Now it's time to pimp this bitch.
Keep
So-
it pink.
Oh yeah, no, of course the pink is the pink is staying, absolutely. I'm just trying to I gotta double check what my if I have any sort of like tinkering or anything. I have armorer, but that's not really the same thing, is it?
You have what? I'm sorry.
Armorer? That's not really gonna help me
Oh.
in like tinkering type stuff, is it?
Not really.
I've got jury rigging.
Oh yeah, this is like
That'll do it. I'd assume Burnout would have the skills.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking.
So if we can get it hooked up to my
Is
what's
there
it called? The drone deck, whatever it's called.
are there any mechanics for like
Control rig.
if Burnout and Shadowhawk are like working together on it? Do they get any like bonuses or anything, or is it?
Yes, somehow. I don't remember the exact rules for that.
Because I'm just thinking, because like we've got the mechanical side, and then there's also the like electronic.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
Well,
Make up
really-
a wall. I'll make it happen.
All Boater needs to do is figure out how to send signals from his control rig to the submarine that the submarine understands, which he should probably be able to do all on his own.
Yeah. Basically,
Yeah.
okay. What signals is my control deck sending? Or actually, the toy probably can only receive a certain frequency of signal. So
Right.
it's a matter of just tuning my control deck to be able to send that signal.
You're enough familiar with drones as a rigger that you should be able to figure this out with just some tinkering.
Yeah. Do you want me to make a roll on it?
Yeah.
It's not designed to work through this kind of deck, probably, so it's a matter of doing a
Right,
bit of
but
research. What's a mechanic
you'd-
similar to?
I'm assuming your rig is pretty versatile, and you
Yeah.
can just sort of use
Yeah.
it to emulate fucking remote control if you need to.
Yeah, it's a rating 4. It's pretty decent.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see. What relevant skill can I have you roll on?
So maybe have it be some sort of skill plus the rating of the deck that I'm
Yeah.
using.
That's what it would be. We could just do knowledge plus your deck rating. That would probably be fine.
Okay. Knowledge and closest knowledge I have is motor vehicles. So not quite. I mean, it could be
Just
used.
Well, it's
So
a vehicle.
that's
It's got a
that's
motor.
still 9 dice. It's still 9 dice. So if that's what you want me to use, then that works.
I was thinking just like your knowledge stat or intuition.
Oh, okay. I'm like, there isn't. Okay, so intuition plus rating.
Yeah.
Cool. 7 dice.
Intuition.
No, fuck you, Dragon Die. I'm not using you.
Ah,
1, 2, 3, 4 hits.
Yeah, you get it worked out without too much trouble.
Cool. I send Whisper out to go buy a kiddie pool so I can play with it. Whee!
You just fill up the bathtub.
Do you not have a bathtub, man?
Eh.
Actually, well, how big is the thing? Is it like a foot long, or is it like?
Yeah, probably about a foot.
Okay, so it's a little big for a bathtub.
Well, inflation, $10 foot long. Because it was $10. Okay.
Yeah, somebody doesn't have $5 footlongs anymore. It really pisses
Yeah,
me
I know.
off. Because that's what I lived on through film school. Anyways. So do you
Cool.
legitimately want a kiddie pool?
I'm okay. Do I feel like the transmission range on this will be adequate, or do we need to do some tinkering to increase its range?
It depends on how far. This thing probably has a range of like.
Go outside on the street and like just walk away from it until it stops responding.
Yeah.
And then like half it because of water.
Yes. So I'll do that.
100 feet?
100 feet. I'd like to see if we can double that. Like, ideally, I would figure like 100 meters is where I'd feel safe. I want to see if we can at least double the 100 feet.
Alright, well, that'll take some hardware checks.
All right. Hardware.
Whatever it's, is it
So-
called
so-
hardware? Yeah, it is hardware.
Yeah. So I've got hardware. And then how much does Jury Rigger add? 2 dice?
2, yeah.
Okay, so I'll be rolling 8 for hardware to do that, unless someone else thinks that they can roll better, or at least assist.
I've got, with Jury Rigger, I've got 12.
Oh, you should do this. I will lean over your shoulder and offer helpful/not helpful advice.
You know, maybe if you... Yeah, sure, I that is in fact a resistor. I get it. I will totally fiddle with your thingy.
And actually, since this thing, if you really want to give it some increased range, since its controls are pretty simple and it's got really no security to speak of already, you could get a comlink and like install it in there to send the signals through.
We
And then
could.
you could
That
control
would
it from
add
really
a
far
decent
away.
amount of weight, and its motor probably isn't that strong. So
Comlink shouldn't weigh all that much.
we're
Probably weighs about as much as a Bluetooth headset. Bluetooth piece.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Which weighs like as much as a quarter.
At
Yeah,
least
we can
the bits you need out of a comlink. Anyway.
Oh, well, that was lucky. This almost made me feel really unfortunate. Because my first roll of 6 came up with nothing, but my second roll of 6 came up with 4.
Okay, so a total of 4. 4 hits on the hardware check.
Correct.
Is this to install a comlink or just to try to boost its range?
Well, it was initially to boost its range, but then somebody came up with this comlink before I finished.
You're midway through and they're like, oh, what about a comlink? And you're like, really? Really? You're saying that now? Here I was trying to stretch its antenna.
I'm trying to build a signal booster into a goddamn submarine. You're like, we could just put a comlink in there. You bastard. Fine, give me a comlink.
Oops.
That's going to be 100 new yen unless you have one lying around, which you might.
I'm sure I
you
have
have, like,
the
a
makings of
box
one
of-
lying around.
I mean, if you've been looting them off bodies, you probably have like a handful of them just
Yeah.
around.
Who doesn't loot them off of bodies?
If not, I at least have a half-assembled drone around here somewhere that we can take the antenna from to install in here.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, it's installed.
Yay!
It's got decent range now. It's got almost as much range as one of your regular drones.
Yay! Happy.
Hooray.
Sweet.
Okay, so we've got it has propulsion. Probably has somewhat decent propulsion.
Yeah, we did test
It's
like
got a
the
camera,
motor, right?
it's got
and
range.
the propeller.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it works, and it doesn't seem like it's totally feeble.
Yeah, it works pretty well.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
Cool,
What's the
so-
camera quality like?
Awful.
It's like 1080 or something. It's just
Ugh. It works in 1080 anymore. My god.
17K is where it's at.
Though now that you've installed a better transmitter, you've managed to up the quality because you can send more bandwidth with the video.
Oh, okay. So the camera is a decent enough quality. It just always
Yeah,
transmits
because
shit.
cameras are cheap as fuck.
We can like see what's going on, right? Like,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
that's all. I just want to like be
It's
able
got a
to
really
get
obnoxious
sense of-
fisheye lens on it, though.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's I can record the video and we'll just fix it when we get back.
Do we
Compensate
want to
for
put any
fisheye.
sort of lighting on it because it's probably going to be fairly dark back there?
Yeah, it does not come with pre-built lighting.
I don't know that we'd have much of room for anything except a couple little LED diodes that wouldn't give off a whole lot of light anyway.
It's the future. We have like super high power LEDs.
Oh right, HP LEDs. I forgot about that.
Just they're like 30 cents each. You get them on a little strip. You just solder a 9-volt to them. It's fine.
You're gonna you're already wrecking this thing's battery life. Adding
Yeah.
lights will wreck it more. Of course, there ain't gonna be a light in this cave, so
Yeah, it's like the only reason we're sending it back there is to get video footage.
To see if there's stuff,
see if
and
there's-
if there's something back there that was worthwhile, it will still have a light on.
maybe.
Well, how long has it been?
Couple weeks.
Well, I mean, I'm more
Well, it's
concerned
Herc.
about the stuff that like wouldn't be lit up, like a door
Yeah,
or
that's fair.
yeah.
So we can try to put in lights that would
Here
be
you
forward
go.
facing out of the sub, or the periscope actually that is supporting the weight of the camera is probably decent enough that we can put a couple of LEDs on either side of the camera as well.
Yeah. You could also theoretically buy a better battery to put in it. Depends how much money you want to spend on this submarine.
Well, hey, we've spent 10 on it so far. I have no problem spending another 10 or 20. Considering the last time we tried to buy an underwater drone, it was like, that'll be 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like a real drone.
Yeah. No, we're making this. It was awesome. I
Which,
feel
yeah,
accomplished.
like we don't need a real drone. I'm just really curious what's back there because it seems really suspicious.
Honestly, I envision this thing getting put together, being completely successful, and just being stored in Burnout's trunk, so that every so often something's going on. We open up the trunk, and then there's this pink sub just sitting there.
Quick, throw in the body. No, be careful of the sub. Careful.
You could possibly do is rig up a compartment in it to put one of your other drones in. to transport it to the.
Ooh.
I like that. We make a little, like, sea to land.
Let's bring this one. Crap. Let's bring this one in the way it is, because I don't. It's ultimately like plastic or really really light metal. I wanted to
plastic.
successfully make the transit on its own and get us whatever intel we can get, and then if we don't return
Okay.
anything, then we can worry about modding in a hidden storage compartment and a pistol side holster and
Are we putting a better battery in this thing, by the way?
Yes, we are.
Okay,
How much
is
would that?
So
Number one,
let's
do
go.
I have batteries lying around the
5,000.
garage? Number two, if not, how much does it cost? I'll pay for it.
We'll go 30 new yen to fully upgrade this thing.
Yeah, okay. Just boom.
Get a little more power to the motor, a little with some lights on it.
Because it's
Cool.
also going to be swimming upstream. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was worried about motor power. So if upgrading the power supply in it gives it a strong, more strength to the motor as well, then that's
Yeah.
great. If we can
have
push
to
the motor
swap
to the
off
point
the
where
Wi-Fi
just
shack?
before it starts to melt the plastic housing, that's perfect.
I mean, with this cost, you've put a better motor in it, and it
Yeah.
runs pretty well.
Cool.
awesome. I am so looking forward to this.
It's the most souped up goddamn play submarine.
Submarine. Hold on. I need to write this down.
So this is the most souped up pink thing since Marty McFly's hoverboard.
Yes.
I'm just not going to make a comment about the souped up pink thing.
Yeah, I was thinking it as well. So. As long as we're all on the
Wrong
same
with
I,
you
I was
guys.
about to, but I
God.
guess I'll leave it alone.
sex
Okay.
toys.
It's like we're all
So
on the
let's see,
same
I'm writing-
level here. We're just not going to say anything about it.
All right, let me go to the page of drones, and we'll
Too
just
easy.
make up some sort of like handling and stuff if need be. Because I'm actually putting it on my sheet.
Alright, okay.
Sundarine.
The Sundarine.
Drone
There's a
stats are on page
handling.
465. I love it. All right, cool. So let's gather up our inflatable raft. Which, yay, we don't have to buy something over again. We're using it again. Yay. Our inflatable raft with the outboard motor. We'll pack that stuff up and we'll head out and see if we can go get the server.
So, just a point of clarification: the troll is going to be carrying in the raft. Who's going to carry out the server? If we're going to be carrying out the server and the raft.
Shit. Troll should probably be carrying the server. Sorry, Troll should probably be carrying the server. Raft can be a couple people
I
carrying.
mean, the last time we
That
did
makes
this,
sense.
we used a shopping cart.
That's right.
It's probably still there, like at the bottom
Yeah,
of the subway
actually,
station.
it's probably
Probably-
still. Oh yeah.
Probably not, actually. But
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah,
Some
by
hobo.
now a homeless person has definitely made off with it.
Yeah.
you could also make more than one trip for this stuff.
That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
but that would involve more work.
okay. So I guess we gotta wait for Dave to get back from his date. Is he done with that by the time we're done screwing around with the submarine? Sorry, the submarine.
Let's see how lucky Dave got. 6s are good, 1s are bad. Dave got pretty lucky.
I don't
They're
want to hear it. I
currently
don't
at
wanna
his
hear it, I don't
place
wanna
getting
hear it.
hot coffee.
Wait, no, Netflix and chill.
Oh yeah, that's what it is now.
Say that.
Yeah, Netflix and chilling. So you might have to wait till the morning.
La 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 la.
So,
Unless
just
you
out
can-
of
Troll, that's not gonna
curiosity, what subspecies is she?
Good question.
Subhuman race,
Do we have gnomes?
Well,
or is she human? Even
let's
I have a
roll
feeling one of
for
these
that.
days Dave is going to end up fragging Shadowhawk, and it was going to be an accident.
why?
Let's see.
We can totally
What
be
is-
buddies.
1 and 2 is
Oh,
human.
language
then
like that.
Elf, dwarf, orc, troll. Let's see what we end up with. It's a human.
Nice.
I'm glad you approve.
So, it's the next morning. It's now Thursday.
Yeah.
About fucking time.
And,
Well, we can only hope Thursday goes as interestingly as Wednesday did.
yeah. She collects her things and leaves, Dave. She leaves you a number.
Yeah, not bad.
He's got a job. He's got a relationship that does seem to be going somewhere.
Alright, so off to the subway, I guess.
Oh, for a second I thought we were getting food. Yes, by all means, to the subway.
Dave carries the shit down, sets up the raft. Well, he's setting up the raft. Are people submarining?
Yes.
I carry the submarine down.
Are you
So-
petting it lovingly?
I'm petting it lovingly.
You know,
like,
just
you know,
to-
you
can't have it, it's mine.
my precious.
Are
It's mine.
the drones that were monitoring this place still in place?
Good call.
It's
Considering
been how
one of
long?
them was definitely stolen by a bunch of punk kids.
Yep. A couple of weeks since we've been down here, I think you
Yeah,
said?
they are gone.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a quick
Yeah, if,
what is it?
Spiro, if you want to do like a quick network sweep and just make sure that there's nothing that's broadcasting, just to be sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick
Yeah, right.
like, tracking
It can't
Those things
hurt.
never were.
just to see if there's any like footprints or anything suspicious.
Go for it.
Well, do you want me to do tracking or perception?
Either.
I'm
Go
gonna
for
do
it.
perception because I use more dice for that.
Eh.
Six, but my mental limit's 4, so 4.
Okay. People have been down here. But you suspect like civilians. There's no like combat boots or anything. Just people, normal people.
Okay. Not seeing anything. We should be okay.
And no one's been down here for at least a week.
The abandoned train station remains abandoned.
Surprise.
Shocker. All
Spiro, you don't find any active networks down here.
I didn't really expect to.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we continue on
Yeah, I'm just
somewhat
gonna.
carefully, not just like waltzing down the place with abandoned, but we continue on.
Yeah.
Singing merrily.
La,
Off to see the wizard.
I'm
You
gonna
don't
just,
find anything of interest.
yeah, I'm
on
just
your
gonna
way
keep my
down there.
perception up as we go down the tunnel.
Though someone burned out the train car, so I guess
Probably
that's
those
kind of
punk
interesting.
kids.
I'm
pig-faced
kids.
Will the train car still roll? Dave, give it a heave.
I push it.
It doesn't really move.
Okay. It would have been worth it to, on the way back, toss in the raft and the server and have
Yeah.
a push.
So instead of carrying like 200 pounds worth of stuff, we could get Dave to push
Wheels!
like 3 tons.
Wheels!
You're still pushing
How
it.
they
Exactly,
work.
will.
You're still
Just
pushing
this
it
way?
uphill.
Oh, I didn't know it was uphill.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
totally
even if
uphill.
it's not uphill, it's not downhill.
It's
Wheel,
true.
okay.
I'm with you on this. Like, wheel technology makes that shit easy.
Not that easy.
You throw a car in neutral, you can push it pretty much no problem.
You have never
Yeah.
tried to push a car up a hill, have you?
Well, okay, uphill.
Or
There you
downhill.
go.
That's just terrifying.
That's
Make
called
it stop!
fun.
Make it stop!
I think pushing a car downhill is trying to push it uphill as it pushes back.
That's where you really got to have somebody in the driver's seat and hope they at least somewhat know what they're doing.
To be fair, that's called judicious application of the brake pedal. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Okay.
we get down to the water's
So the train
edge.
cars are now. Yeah, we get to the water.
All right. You're at the water.
Yay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, cool. So If anyone wants to stick with me, they can, but I am drone team. Everyone else is server recovery team. I didn't mean to do that. So...
I really want to stay with you because I really want to know what's freaking back there.
Yes, that is
That's
perfectly
fine.
acceptable.
I don't have any problem running off with Dave to pick up the merchandise.
Dave isn't coming back, is he?
No, Dave is
One
definitely
of us
coming back because
might
I can't carry that server myself.
And that's the only reason.
Okay, so then
What?
Shadowhawk's not coming back, but I'm not as worried about that.
I at least remember your name.
And I very much appreciated that, which is why I still care a little bit.
Consistently.
Alright.
That is the thread by which you are hanging.
Alright, so Team Drone,
Team Drone. What do you want me to do?
pilot your submarine upstream. Some kind of submarine piloting check.
Pilot watercraft.
Yeah, there you go.
1, 2, 3. I'm so glad I get to use this skill now.
Finally.
5, 6. No, fuck you,
shit.
dragon die. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, so 6, because I'm pretty sure that my max on that is raised by the rating of the deck. If not, then it's a 4.
Well, you pilot upstream without much difficulty.
Yay! So pretty much looking, keeping an eye looking up to see when it looks like surface of water and not top of whatever underground tunnel. Basically,
Yeah, about
when it looks like there's
30 feet in, you find that.
cool. A periscope.
You're in some kind of cave.
Yay! It's a cave. I look around. Are there any signs that people have been or would be in this cave?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. It's pretty much like it's just like an air opening without much going on.
It's a cave somewhat smaller than the one you're in, but still of decent size.
Oh, okay. So there's definitely still shore that people
Yeah.
can go up onto. Okay, cool. So I will continue on my way and just kind of mark this as a point of interest. And if we come back here with the fly drones able to deploy, then we can check it out in more detail. But basically, if I can do like a perception check just to look around and see if there's anything interesting along the shoreline from the sub point of view, and then continue on.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Perception.
Which is like, what, sensor plus something, isn't it?
I think so. Actually, yeah.
For drones.
Perception, intuition, control rig bonus. So 6. Actually, is 11 dice, thankfully. So that is a total of 2 hits.
It's, nothing stands out to you.
Okay. So I forgot my control rig bonus with the pilot, but okay, moving on. So I'll actually be rolling 13 next time. But yeah, we'll move further down the line and see if anything else comes up.
Okay, roll that pilot check again.
It's a lot of dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mental limit, and limit is 6. So 6.
Alright, you're having more difficulty piloting now. The stream is like
Going
getting
fast.
narrower up here.
Okay.
And going is being more steep, so it's flowing faster.
Okay. So the 6, does that at least get me some progress?
Yeah, you get progress, but you're not going fast, and you're reaching the end of your like range.
Alright, cool. I want to try to push it until I'm like right at the edge of the range and see if anything else shows up.
Alright, give me one more pilot.
Shit. 3.
You lost progress.
Alright, cool. I bring it back safely because the next the next thing will be working in some sort of small waterproof fly drone compartment to release it into the cave area. All right, cool. So yeah, I bring it back safely. Do you want me to do a pilot check to bring it back upstream or downstream?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Where the fuck were you last time? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, 4.
Well, that's enough.
Yeah. The Sundarine's maiden voyage was a success.
Hooray!
I recommend treads. Forget this this flying drone thing. Let's just give this
Make
thing
it fully
wheels.
amphibious?
Make it yes.
Amphibious. Alright, so Herc and Spiro and was Whisper going with them?
No, Whisper was
No, I
staying
was
with me
Okay.
for the maiden voyage of the submarine.
We legit split the team.
Okay, get to the server, no problem. Nothing of interest has happened back here. Doesn't look like anyone's been here. And the server's still there.
Yay!
I pick it up and put it on the raft.
Okay, it's pretty heavy, but
I can lift up to 120 kilos.
you
no problem.
you have not a lot of difficulty there.
That is totally the reason for having a troll for at all, just in general, regardless of any other skills.
Hey, he didn't say only. He
Because
said a
nobody
reason.
else on our team can even budge that thing. True story. We're all weak pussies.
Okay,
can
so
run
to come back, now that you've got this heavy ass thing in the boat, we'll pilot watercraft check.
That is going to be fun.
That, to the best of my knowledge,
What's
is not a skill I
what's the
have.
weight rating on this raft?
It can handle this thing, but it's not
So,
real happy about it.
The thing that we can do is that Spyro can bring the raft back, and the three of us can take out the server, and then Spyro can go back to go get Dave.
That would help. Dave's heavy too.
Well, yes, but obviously he made it down there the first time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Dave plus
That's
server,
what
not
I'm
good
saying.
for raft.
It's like, yeah, not having Dave helps. Because
Yeah.
Dave was heavy.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. It's just like, all right, moment of
So-
truth. We'll see if Spyro comes back for me.
Oh, no,
Dave said he
Well,
wanted to live
I
back
just-
there.
I just really like how this goes down is I was like, yeah, no, I'm totally coming back with Dave. Why wouldn't I come back with Dave? Oh, shit, I guess I'm coming back without Dave. So, do I still need to roll something if I don't bring Dave?
Yes, but it'll be a lot easier.
All right. Well, what is the stat that goes along with piloting?
reaction.
Oh, that's not completely terrible. I at least can roll two things. Neither of which are a hit.
Did you glitch?
No. I just
you.
failed.
He just kind of sits there against the stream like, I could do this. I could do this. And Dave's like, are you going to go? Yeah, in a minute.
You've gotten away from the dock. Would you like to try again?
Yes. I'm going to use a different die. Come on, give me something. 2.
Two. There you go.
Wow.
You get back.
I use those die and not the other die.
I see him making his way unsteadily up, but in his mind he's like, I am king of this watercraft.
I have mastered water travel.
All shall bow before me.
Boop.
It's a really good thing it's an inflatable raft because he's just like bumping off the side the entire way. It's like the
It's not a
equivalent of
bumper
like
boat.
grinding the highway rail on curves.
It's not a bumper boat.
Yeah, now I'm seeing the scene from Galaxy Quest when they're leaving the port for the first time.
One more roll to park the boat.
Oh, good. I was hoping that would be a thing.
I'm sitting here like,
That's no hits.
You
give me the
sort
damn
of
controller.
you sort of unceremoniously crash it into the shore, like 20 feet from the dock.
That's totally where I wanted to go. Help me get this thing out of here, and then
Dave, Shadow,
burn out.
A hole in the raft. You're gonna have to swim.
Would it be a downstream swim?
No.
You don't
it's
want to
a
go
upstream,
downstream.
so-
That's
I
probably
mean, you can
going
go
to
downstream and just go out to sea if
Damn
you
it.
want, but
See, the problem
No.
with downstream is at some point the water just hits the edge of the cavern and then goes down, and we don't know where it goes from there.
So we help with removal of the server from the raft.
And
All
then
three
the
of
other
you
elf can
together
go
managed
pick
to
up the
do
troll.
it. If you're careful, you don't even get in the water. Yay!
Yay! And then I will go retrieve the troll.
Excellent.
I'm not gonna make Barter roll because he has high enough skills.
Yeah.
He really seems to want to roll.
and
That's a disturbing number of ones, but it's
critical
still
glitch.
there's still 2 hits on the way down. What the hell?
Oh, please tell me you did actually glitch.
No, I didn't. I got
Ah,
I got 2 ones, which is
all right.
they just
Oh.
happen to be the first dice that I saw.
You go retrieve the troll without much difficulty.
On the way down, I'm like, whoa, oh yeah, piloting this thing's a little bit different than the sub.
Yeah.
On the way back up, oh, I am a god. Okay, cool.
There you go.
No, this is how it's done. Nice, smooth park into the dock. All right, cool. Let's get out of here.
I will totally say that we were already halfway down the river before I went, you know what? Neither of us actually know how to pilot this thing.
Yeah, I was like midway through, the sub. I'm like down there looking. I'm like, huh. Yeah, it'll be okay. All right, cool. So,
Cool, so I
marching
guess-
order on the way back. I assume Dave carrying the server, and a couple of us manhandling the raft.
Yep.
I've
Cool.
got my sub. My process.
You return without incident.
Yay.
That's sub. That's going in my car.
My
Got a
sub.
special storage spot for it so it doesn't get hurt.
I like to think it's just like a little it's got a specific little slide out thing. It's got a foam insert perfectly cut out with the outline of it. Sub goes here.
Well, hey, I had nothing else to do last night because Dave, for some reason, wasn't here.
Don't want to think about it. Don't want to think about it. Okay, so when we get back to Bodhi's place, I'm gonna download the footage and start examining it as closely as I can
From the sub?
from the sub.
Yes, cool. Yeah, probably applying some sort of filter to get rid of all the fisheye crap and yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
Time to
Yay.
examine the fruits of our labors.
And when you get back, Matt's like, I got good news and bad news.
Hooray!
crap, this again.
Sorry, dude. Whichever one you want to give first.
So the good news is we physically know where the AI might be, possibly.
Awesome. And the bad news is, where is it?
The bad news, it's in the prison.
That's not so bad.
That sounds fine. Let's go to
A high
prison.
security prison.
That's prime hijink potential. That's
I'm
great.
pretty sure Dave needs a promotion.
Oh! Hello. No, seriously, yeah, because prison security guards can get away with literally anything. So, yeah.
Right.
I really want to see how you guys are gonna swing this one.
You not only have a job, you have a career track.
The weird news is there's no reason this prison should have any kind of system capable of supporting an AI. I guess that falls under suspicious news.
Oh, crap. This again.
Look,
Put it down to be safe.
I guarantee you I can easily get a job there because they are really lax about hiring. But I'm also going to throw out there, one of you should commit a crime that requires you to be sent
I am not
to
going to
this
prison.
maximum security prison.
I am not.
We already have.
So half the work's done.
To be
What's the
fair,
problem?
I'm pretty sure Burnout has the highest public awareness.
Yes,
Hey,
I do.
think it'll be great for the Burnout movie, man. Come on.
I know, he's
The guy that goes to
jail
prison, he
Oh,
like
Lord.
busts out of it. You know, it's beautiful.
Saves the world in the process. Amazing.
Come on, you want to
Yeah,
get
let's
caught?
do this.
Not particularly.
See, the problem is if I get caught, I'm getting executed immediately. So
Ooh.
If I get caught, depending on what they catch me for, they'll either be like, hey, it's this guy that was involved with fires, or they'll be like, haven't you been dead for like 10 years? If they manage to...
Help with some of both.
It's like, I wiped most
See-
of like the records from
see,
my
what you need to
previous
do
life.
is that if you
but-
get caught and they go, "Didn't you die 10 years?" You just start like moaning lowly. It's like, just in the process. I
Goddamn
go,
This sounds
zombies,
like-
shoot it in the head.
The thing is, you could get like turn yourself in and get caught, sent to a different prison. Then
yeah, that's
what?
the thing is...
Yeah, but you can work out, you can kind of game the system because you know if you know where it is regionally or county or whatever, and you know the kind of crime and yeah,
Is it like a federal prison, or is it like a county...
It's federal.
It's federal? Yeah, they'll send you wherever the hell they want.
This is like this sounds like the bad place.
unless you have like a plea bargain where you make it easier for them, they don't have to go to trial, but you get to choose your prison.
That would be a.
That's not
That
suspicious.
sounds like a
Fuck.
terrible thing for anybody to ever do.
He's like, I will confess to whatever as long as you send me to this prison.
So you got
I
friends
should
there,
sell-
family.
sell-
Joker, you're
5
not
egg
going to
would be
Arkham. Simple as that.
I would like to be sent to
the other
Sunnyside's
option-
low security prison for dogs.
Theoretically, Spiro could like break into their system and just have the paperwork made that gets me transferred there. But I don't like this line of reasoning.
Yeah,
Here's the other option. If you guys are too
I
scared
don't
to go
like
to
your
prison,
options.
Scared.
Your plan.
we can
Pussies.
we can also we can also find out who recently has been charged with various crimes because that's like public information. And before they're transferred to prison, we get in contact with them and basically say, we will, give you, we'll help you out in some way, either on the outside or inside, or maybe break you out. Like we can negotiate that. If you, start a riot on this particular day, and then while that's going on, I can, do whatever needs doing. Someone will probably have to like talk me through it on a comlink, like
or
that kind of.
here's another option. We be sneaky and sneak the fuck in. Because
We-
we're
To
sneaky
keep people
sneaky.
out, not in, or in, not out.
The problem is
Yeah.
you will have to get out again after you're in.
Shh, not when we're
Yeah.
burning it down.
You've got to bear in mind how tricky it was. What was it? 2/3 of you
I
to
killed
get
the
into a bank with 4 security guards, one of whom was me.
Yeah.
It's a good plan. It's a good plan, Boater. It's a good plan.
That's just how it goes.
See, if we
okay.
actually plan it this time, we can do it properly. So the whole
No,
thing
we'll
burned down.
fail. We will
We
fail to
planned
burn it
last
down
time.
if that's our plan to going in.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to apply for a job at this prison, basically.
You've been working at the bank for 2 weeks.
I'm a temp.
Not even. It's been like a week and a half.
Yeah, but by the time they, get around to the application and whatnot, like,
You're
I've clocked in
definitely
another-
not a temp. You're a full
Federal
employee at this
Federal
point.
prison. Definitely not just gonna hire some schmo off the street. Pretty sure you gotta
You're gonna
be.
need those.
you
need
would
to
be
be-
surprised. In real life, like,
In real life, my cousin-in-law, I guess would be the way to put that, is a prison guard, and he had to go to academy for like a year and a half or something like that. There's a lot that you need to do. You don't just brother-in-law. Yes, brother-in-law. That's right. Anyway, you gotta be you went through academy for a year and a half, 2 years, something like that.
You also almost certainly have to go through some kind of background check. It just is standard government bullshit.
Yeah, the fact that you didn't need a background check to be a bank security guard was a little surprising, but yay, you will need to be in order to do the whole federal guard thing. I like the
have faith
idea,
in you.
but it's not feasible because of timeline. We're not going to wait 3 years to get into this place.
Also, I'm just going to throw this out there. If the AI has control of their computer systems, the instant it sees Dave's profile picture pop up in the application list, what do you think it's going to do?
Who knows?
Maybe the AI is racist as well and thinks all trolls look alike.
Maybe. It's possible.
It is supremely racist. All humans look alike. All elves look alike. All dwarves.
All living
Then what's the
things look
problem?
alike.
All metahumans look like all of the same metahumans.
What with the 2 arms and the 2 legs and the whole face thing? How can you tell them apart?
Yeah, right? Okay.
It is kind of difficult.
Let's see. And as far as the idea of trying to get a prison riot going on the same time as a distraction, I think flying one of my drones up half a mile in the air and just trying to like drop in some sort of note into the courtyard. Half a mile is a little excessive, but basically fly a note in somewhere.
Maybe.
They must have anti-drone.
But you know that the
Yeah, that's like the
airspace above
point.
that thing is going to be the
Trying to do
no-fly zone.
Yeah,
And they're going to be monitoring that shit like crazy.
yeah, they would be ready for even the fly-sized drone, probably.
Okay, can we just, in that case, just as a first step, spend some time finding out as much about this prison as possible?
I was going to say, like, we
Yes.
just, like, who owns it, who's in control of it, because you know it's got ties to Megacorps somehow.
Oh yeah.
Almost certainly. And I'll just mention that I don't expect you guys to take on this prison like next session. It's
Right.
next big.
Yeah, like next
Obstacle.
one might be, a week of prep and then a week of going in kind of thing.
Right.
Okay. So, question. I don't. Speaking of burning things down, how goes the public reaction to We Are We?
It's actually gaining some public traction.
I love
Not
it.
bad. Let's keep that in our back pockets for a social revolution.
And you can buy We Are We t-shirts.
Sons of bitches, where's our car?
So, oh, you know what'd be fun?
I'm just waiting for
Send
the
them
We Are
a
We
cease and
branded
desist
lighters,
letter?
frankly.
Is among, because I'm sure that people are publishing their own We Are We tracks or whatever when
Yeah.
they do something stupid. Is posting one that is a very anti-AI kind of bent, anti, like, even like not like full on AI, but this whole like automation, anti-automation and technology taking the place of the human mind kind of thing could be right up its alley. So it's just public opinion that may go with that. I don't know. It may help us in some
basically you
butterfly
want to
effect
turn
way.
You want to turn We Are We into humanity first? Is this what I'm getting? Like,
Huh. Yeah.
I guess you guys do technically control the official We Are We website.
Right, or whatever that is. Whatever burner account posted on Reddit.
Yeah.
And I do have one of my knowledge skills is meta-humanity politics in terms of like social politics.
There you go. That'd be handy.
random
With
question out of nowhere.
specialization in race relations. So,
Random question, does anyone have anything in corporate espionage? Or contacts with corporate espionage?
I've got corporate politics. Yeah, corporate politics knowledge too, and specialization is Horizon. I can't remember why I did that, but I'm sure I can
Um,
wreck her.
I have a contact in Ares Industries.
Okay. I'm more just kind of
That's
curious if
which
we
isn't
can
helping
get
us
any,
with.
yeah, any like inside knowledge either on Seder Krupp or on As Technology to kind of figure out what's
Yeah.
going on inside both of those.
Yeah, unfortunately, my contact is in the wrong megacorp.
Well,
Nightshade
that said, it
talks quite a
might.
bit about corporate espionage if we can get a hold of her.
Who?
Nightshade.
The one that was like, "Oh, you're dealing with AI, I'm out."
Yeah.
Or no, you're
No,
dealing
you-
with As Technology, I'm out.
Yeah, she went to the wind, didn't she?
Yeah. We could probably find her, but as soon as we're like, so we're also going up against Seder Krupp. She's like, peace out, Rainbow Trout.
Maybe, or she might, like, you never know.
She might have a thing for
do think
dragons.
she
You
could
never
use some
know.
emergency contact stuff.
Yeah, it could be worth reaching out to her again. I could do that.
You know, Nightshade, she
And she
seems
mostly
kind of
went
freaky.
quiet
She might
because
be
she
into
had
dragons.
just hacked a bunch of ass technology shit and was like, that could draw some attention. Let me just...
Yeah. So I can... Yeah, I'll send her a message. Maybe not, like, if I call her and she picks up, awesome. Otherwise, just drafting some sort of message to put in whatever the equivalent of, like, an anonymous drop would be for her to...
Yeah,
I'll
that's,
check out
that's
later.
I think, more or less what she set up.
Yeah, so it's just something that, in broad strokes telling her, hey, we found out another player that's interested in, oh, hello, Dave. We found another
Dave's now a giant
player
Wait,
that...
what? Huh?
on Roll20.
In Roll20.
Oh,
He's a troll, after all.
He's a troll, not a giant.
But, yeah, along the lines of, we found another player in the game that is interested. Turns out that the one who was going after Michael in the first place was... Dude's name... Not Fenweir or whatever.
Loftweir.
Loftweir, that's it.
AKA the fucking dragon.
Yeah. Was... Yeah. Is
AKA that asshole.
And we've got further leads on Digitwalt's movements.
Burnout.
So yeah, basically just like a broad strokes update, not with like total details, whatever, but definitely name dropping Loftweir.
Okay, Burnout, your guy in Ares, is that the one that who thinks you're still dead?
Yes.
Okay. I was kind of thinking, like,
A
it might
coworker
be...
who was...
It might be worthwhile to see what the other megacorps know, if anything, just to see if we can get some like people in place to like give us a heads up if like, oh hey, another megacorp is getting in on this game. Watch your asses. But if we don't have the contacts, then
Yeah, I mean, I could contact him and just ask him to, keep an eye out for any AI rumblings in the company.
yeah. I mean, well, how high up is he? Like, is he?
He's, I would say he's high up within one of the divisions within Ares, but not Ares as a whole.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like if he's just like part of the car manufacturing.
Yeah,
division
like
or
his
whatever,
connect
like,
is 2. Like I think his
Yeah.
Hold on.
Like I don't
what's
think it's
his connect?
worth telling him that you're alive yet. If he's like, because I don't think he'd be
Actually
able
no,
to
his
know.
connect is 5. So no, so that's good. It's a matter of like he's really high up in the one division, but he knows a ton of people outside of that division as well.
Okay. It might be worth it then, like, because if he knows the people in charge of, the whatevers and has, like,
Yeah.
golf dates with them.
Yeah, basically.
So that might be a good resource.
Yeah, I can do that.
Because, now that we've got another one in play, I'm kind of curious how long it's going to take for other, like, real corporate espionage to, like, figure out that, like, hey, these two megacorps are kind of doing a thing, and there's been, like, a little bit of AI talk thrown around. Maybe there's a thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that we know that there's 2 megacorps involved in this, I'll at least we'll make sure that a third isn't getting in on the hunt, or at least not this one.
Yeah.
Sure. So, how do I go about this? Not just call. I do want to talk to him in person.
Okay, well, you do that. I'll be right back.
Cool. So, you can see my sheet, right, Shadow?
I can if I want to. Yeah.
Yeah. So, contact is Brennan Kelly. Loyalty 2, Connect 5 is the lead designer at Saturn that I had worked under, which is part of General Motors, which is part of Ares. So, Connect 5, he knows a bunch of people within Ares. So I figure while I was alive, we were pretty good friends. Before I dropped off the grid. So,
Like,
Great.
and then I disappeared. So he's like, you kind of. It's been like 10 years or something. So. He's like, yeah, I remember you, and we can do something for you, but we're not gonna, go for golf on Monday, unless I, find out that he's got a tea time tomorrow, and then I just meet him there.
do you want to call him up? You want to send him an email?
I feel like meeting him in person would be best. I just don't exactly know how to go about that.
He'll be waiting in his car when he gets off work.
Waiting in the parking lot, or like the parking lot of his apartment building or something.
Waiting in the coffee
backseat
shop he
of
stops
his
at every
car.
morning.
Yeah, we'll do the coffee shop thing. That makes sense.
Or just have him wake up and you're just in bed next to him.
I much
Hello,
prefer
beautiful.
that you're in the backseat of the car.
Yeah, right. He gets in, whatever, and then I'm like, hi.
No, don't turn around.
Wait till his birthday, then jump out of the cake.
And do the full striptease.
So yeah, we'll do the coffee shop thing. It's what did we say? It's Thursday now, and we did the whole whatever. So we'll say Friday. And I dress as is appropriate, as though I were going into the office on a casual Friday or something. So nice shirt, slacks.
Right.
Yeah, and I just kind of camp out at the coffee shop. I guess like that's in the lobby of the building or something. Or if he goes to one down the road, usually, then I would know that, and I'm down there.
So he's not. It's like down the road.
Yeah. So yeah, I order something, and I'm just kind of waiting for him to show up, reading a newspaper or equivalent.
He walks in, buys his coffee. It's like early in the morning, so he's not like paying any attention to his surroundings.
Yep.
Gets like a Danish. Sits down.
Cool. I sit down across from him. Brennan, long time no see.
Looks up.
Sorry, next time.
What the fuck?
Actually, my duo wants to play with us. So, did you guys want to do and call one?
He like reaches over, and pinches himself.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're dead.
No what? No Elise.
I'm pretty sure I just kind of fell off the grid, which is more or less the same, right?
No, it's not. It's not the same at all.
Well,
You just sort of left me hanging for what, 12 years?
something like that. Sorry?
I went to your funeral, man.
Yeah, so did I. It was weird.
What are you doing here now? Because you wouldn't show up out of the fucking blue 12 years later for nothing.
Yeah, I can set it up.
You're right. Give me a second. I got a character to figure out. Okay, how do I put this? How to do it in a way that doesn't sound shadier than it already is. Oh shit. So let's see. I think it's probably something along the lines of I've been working with a few people that have been doing AI research on the side, and there's a couple of megacorps that are very aggressively chasing after what they're doing, and I just want to see if you could assure me that Ares isn't looking to get on the action. Something along those lines sound good?
Is this guy? This guy's in Seattle, right? It's not like you went to a different city.
Right. Yeah. He's in.
All right.
Right around here.
Okay. He's like, did you want to like phrase that differently, or is that just?
Something along the lines of let's see how to do this. Yeah, the vehicle design thing kind of I enjoyed what I was doing, but it wasn't offering a whole lot of challenge. And I found an opportunity to work with a bunch of guys that are doing research on artificial intelligence, which sounds crazy, but I figured it was something that was worth working toward. So we're working on that, but recently we've had a couple of megacorps that are sticking their nose into it pretty aggressively and and I was just hoping that you'd be able to put out a few feelers for me and kind of assure me that Ares isn't looking to get in on a piece of that pie too.
All right. Here's what I can say. Because this shit's above my pay grade. But I still hear things.
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is we're staying out of it because Loftware himself is in town to deal with this shit. And I don't even want no part of that.
Yeah.
And the company don't want no part of that. So we're just gonna stay. And apparently the Aztecs are in on this. We don't want no part of that either. So we're hands off as much as possible.
Yeah, if they're
look
involved,
the other way if shit's going down.
If they're involved, keep
out of
it
the
that
way.
way. Keep your head down.
I am.
Awesome.
Keeping my head way down.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'm sorry about dropping out on you the way that I did. If I can help in any way, whether it's here or, if you hear that Ares is thinking of getting into there and you want no part of that, you let me know. And I'll see what I can do to help you out.
What I'm going to tell you is you should get the fuck out. I don't think you want any part of this either.
Duly noted. Yeah. Thanks, man. And, and I, whatever, shake hand or whatever and make my way out. And, I appear visibly rattled as though I didn't know how deep I was getting into shit.
He goes back to his Danish for a bit, and then if you stick around for a bit, he calls his boss. He's like, "I'm gonna need to take a personal day."
Yeah,
I've had some heavy revelations dropped on me just a moment ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and at some point it was just if you can keep me not being dead on the DL for now, that'd be great. At some point in the conversation, that was dropped in there.
Right.
Yay.
Yay, now you've actually contacted your contact.
Yay!
Yay.
Okay. So yeah, I go back and report, and it's like, well, a few things. Ares Technology wants no part of it because Loftware's in on it, and rumors are Ares Technology wants in on this whole AI piece of the pie too. So, So no new information from us except that Ares isn't in it and wants no part of it, and advised to get the hell out as well.
Well, I don't know about you folks, but I feel great.
I feel great. That fucking new
I'm
commercial or
excited.
whatever.
I guess in the meantime, apart from working at the bank and going on dates, I'm going to be doing just research online into the prison and find out what I can about recent kind of economic financial news from As Technology and ShadowDuelist. Just low level grunt work and Googling, but stuff which is necessary.
I actually forgot to tell you something, Butter.
Yes.
When he was telling us that they were going to stay out of it, he mentioned that they were starting to look into it, and then a delegation from the Front Range Free Zone showed up, and after that, word passed down, stay the fuck out of it.
Ooh.
Okay, that should mean something.
front range free?
Front range free zone.
AKA Denver.
Okay. So basically, like, they started to look into it, and a part of the company, or someone outside of Ares said stay out of it, or suggested against it. Like, what was how the connections are
It's
there?
like the companies like started getting wind of this thing, and then this delegation showed up and talked to some high level people, and then the company was like, we probably don't want to get involved in this.
Okay.
That's
What we're
useful.
learning here is there's another fucking dragon involved in this.
Yep.
Yeah, but that
should be noted.
dragon has the same
Ghostwalker does
interests
not
as
like
us.
Lawfare or as technology at all.
Oh man.
So we can team up with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
so
still
chances
want the
are
AI, though.
the delegation showed up to Ares and was like, "Yo, you should join our side on this. We're going up against another dragon." And Ares was like, "Oh, fuck no."
Maybe.
Okay, so that is useful intel. Awesome. So
So either,
I was probably actually rattled when he told me that part. I was
yeah.
like, "Whoa."
hang on, there's two interpretations. Either one, Ghostwalker wants the AI for himself, or there is the possibility that it just doesn't want Lothware to have it. And if that's the case, then we've got the same interest.
So as technology was making it originally, Lawfare is
no,
interested
Seder
in it.
Krupp was making it originally.
Seder Krupp was
You're
making
right.
it.
Seder Crump was making it originally. I don't know how as technology ties in just yet. Are they on the same side as Seder Crump? Are they a third party?
Likely, but it's unlikely as technology is working with Seder Krupp.
Boy, we've just got a clusterfuck here, buddies! Yay!
Don't we just, though?
So many Dagrons.
As technology doesn't have a dragon at the head, as far as I know.
Okay, they're just weird as creepy as shit.
Yeah.
I am interested in finding out more about the front range free zone and seeing if we can work out whether is it Ghostwalker? Ghostwalker's interests coincide with our own, or if it's more of a everyone's out for themselves kind of thing.
In the break, I'm going to try to read as much as I humanly can about Lothware and, like, figure out what the hell is going on with this guy. Just
Who knows the minds
research.
of dragons?
Yeah, just, like,
Yeah.
just read up on, like, the history of Seder Krupp and how it's set up and everything I can find about Lothware
Yeah.
himself.
I think one thing we need to do is figure out what is our goal. Is our goal to keep the AI from falling into anyone's hands? Is our goal to destroy this AI? Is it to turn it benign? What is our goal with DigiWalt?
Personally, me, BDA, would like to find it and, like, see if we can, like, turn it good. If
Yeah.
not, just kill the fuck out of it.
Because-
Whisper is just solidly hardcore on kill the fuck out of it, so...
Yeah, because, the whole... You can't put the AI genie back in the bottle. If you killed this one, someone else will develop one. Now, the first big all-encompassing AI that comes out should be one that is benign to organic life. So this one we either need to turn good, or we need to be the first ones to develop a benign one before any of the megacorps.
Well, here's the question.
There
We
are-
don't know anything about its intentions right now. Like, we
Yes.
haven't communicated, like, it just popped up and then vanished.
So that we've tried to communicate before, though not recently.
Yeah, like, it popped out of the bottle, and then we tried to talk to it, and it was just, Digitwalt's face, and then it bamfed out of there. So if we can figure out a way to communicate with it, maybe we can figure out what its intentions are.
That might be worth being our next step then.
That's kind of
We
what
may
I'm
not
thinking.
have to
Like,
break into the prison.
like, I'm not so concerned about, like, killing it directly right now. Like, I would be more interested to find out what it wants right now. Because, like, right now we're just chasing a thing.
It should be noted that AIs do exist. right now.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
There's just not there's the thing is there's the pre-crash AIs and there's like modern AIs, and the modern AIs are not in the same power level as the pre-crash ones. And Digiwall is effectively a pre-crash AI,
Okay.
which is part of why he's so scary.
Okay.
So at least seeing if we can get in contact with him, find out what all these parties are interested in it for. What are its intentions? What are others' intentions with it? And then we can weigh whose side we're even on. We may find out that the front range free zone is totally what we would prefer to do. Is their whatever they want to do might be what we want to do. We need to find out what they all want and what it wants for itself.
Yeah.
So presumably this AI is kind of out there and it's able to connect to, you know, the general matrix network and whatnot. Could we do something as simple as, you know, those like missed connections kind of ads where it's like, you know, I was on the bus on like...
Oh my god.
No, bear with me. And it's just something as simple as we give the date where we met Digiwall, and, you know, we give general but not too specific details about ourselves and what happened. And
You
say,
megalomaniacal AI. Me, stunned by your face.
you're at an 11.
We've
you're
met
at
in
an
some
11. I
weird
need
German
you at
bunker.
4.
Wasn't it Russian?
You.
I totally
I don't
100% support
I think it was supposed to be German.
sending
but
it
I
a
guess it's
message like that. That sounds awesome.
Isn't there
Yeah,
a plot
and we
point like
don't,
that
we
in
don't say
Sherlock?
bunker. We don't say bunker. We say, you know, an atmospheric...
In the subway.
An atmospheric intimate environment.
In the subway. I mean, it was off of a subway line, an old abandoned subway line, but
Well, there you go. And we say between station this and station that.
yeah.
We literally just do a missed connections with this fucking AI.
I like this idea. You know, you,
I
larger than
love
life,
this
me,
idea.
stunned by your face. Because again, his face was huge on a screen, and we were like, we recognize that guy before he poofed out of nowhere.
I don't believe it'll work, but I think we should try it.
Yes.
I don't see any
I'm-
reason why this wouldn't work.
I
I'm
see
going
no
to see
reason
if
why
I
we
can
shouldn't try
write
it.
up a kind of cute sounding ad, which is, you know, kind of a veiled description of what we did.
Yeah, like please write that up and throw that on
Please
on
do.
the
That
on the
sounds
forum
fantastic.
somewhere.
I love it.
Magnificent.
It just